Hey cool people, welcome to Item Hunt. I'm Nick, I'm a he/him, and today we're playing Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix, and we're gonna hunt down every item, sticker, command, and chest in Aqua's story. Reminder, if you want to unlock the secret episode, you need to beat each character's story as well as the final episode while completing the on-screen criteria based on the difficulties you've played on. But since we'll be getting all of the Trinity Archive trophies and the sticker albums done, you can pretty much do it on any difficulty except beginner. No goo goo gaga babies allowed! With that out of the way, quick shout out to my patrons. More info on how you can join them to support me at the end of the video. Now let's make like Squirtle and squirt with Aqua. Wait. Aqua no do tutorial. That for Ventus. Here card. Ooh, he card read good. Okay, let's select Aqua. Full name McQuennessy Hennessy. Then we'll be put into the Mark of Mastery exam with our good buddy Terrarium. But oh no, the balls got the darkness. So we gotta smack, shot lock, and use commands on the balls, then hug the balls, lick the balls, date the balls, be the balls, to eventually get an HP increase and the Spellweaver command style. And then we'll get a cutscene where Aqua will be made a master. Blah 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 master. Blah.
Has Ericus's head always been that big? I wonder if he knows his name is an anagram for square. Taco Bell is on Square Street. Oh, Mother Goose, I'm hungry. Maybe it's open. I could really go for a quesarito or a crunchy chicken taco with Baja Blast. Do people still drink Mountain Dew? I swear I've never seen a real person drinking Mountain Dew.
Aqua, are you listening?
Yeah. You said if I shove my Keyblade into that chair, that I can change the world into a scary castle.
That is correct, and only you can change it back.
Yep, yeah. Hey, do you want to go to Taco Bell?
Yes.
And then we'll forge a D-Link with our two best buddies, Ter Shinhan and Vegeta. And now we'll get Majin as hell and Bibbidi our Bobbities in. First, we'll spawn in the foyer, the foyer if you're happy about it, and we can go to the left of the big staircase and grab a fleeting crystal chest. Fleeting, like my will to live. Millennial humor. Then on the other side under this balcony, we'll liberate the barrier search chest. Then we'll go up the stairs and hustle to the far right end of this upper balcony, where we'll find the Thunderstorm Shotlock. And grasp the fireworks sticker in the staircase center. How explosive. Now let's rush to the potion chest, which is on the left side of the balcony, which I constantly spell with an E. Balcony. Why do I do that? Then we'll enter the ballroom and receive the map. Then we'll head to the south exit, and here's a handy compass. Close enough. Once there, we'll fitness gram pacer test our way to the palace courtyard. Nestled against the west side of these white stairs in the grass is a high potion chest. Then past that on the west wall, behind this long tree, is a slow chest. South of that is the save point and the bubble sticker. However, to reach the Buble sticker without high jump, we will need to be in Spellweaver so we can strike upwards with the Keyblade. Hadoken, or whatever. And here's where those two stickers go. As a side note, fight as many unversed as you can. If you're on critical mode, I think it's safe to be level 3 or 4 for the boss of this world, done simply as Jimothy the Jaw Jalopy. Back to it. The last chest in the palace courtyard is a potion chest in the southeast corner. Then we can leave out to the forest. Now, only fight in here if you're really confident, because the hair raiser bunnies have Bediculus, Miniculus, Caniculus several times. Also, in the south area by the fountain is our first mimic chest, which we can fight now for the reports, but it isn't necessary. We'll find more, is what I mean. After that, we'll head into the Chateau and buy a second blizzard from the Moogle. That's important for jousting Jimothy. And if we have the funds, buy a sliding dash too, because it is useful for reaching high or far areas before we're supposed to. If you can't afford it, the barrier surge we picked up works fine too, though, so not a big deal. Let's run to the south end of the room, where we'll find a big chest containing Hatsune Miku. Oh, no wait, it's a magic recipe. Now we can walk up to the Chateau door, and Aqua will literally try to break in before she's stopped by the villain of Shrek 2. Now, when I sat down and wrote this script, I had completely repressed this stupid escort quest. So be sure you equip plenty of AoE attacks like Bind and Slow and Thunder before we go in. And be sure to save. Then we'll talk to the fairy godmother. Sometimes Jacques will be a stupid idiot and not follow us, and yeah, thank you for that, you rat. But if we use our commands at just the right times, and we use the Spellweaver finisher when Jackoff is overwhelmed, we should make it by the skin of our teeth, receiving the Thunderbolt command style. And then we'll become big, get arrested for breaking and entering, Aqua serves 5 to 7 years in prison, and then her story picks back up on the outside, a changed woman. Let's equip the 2 blizzards, Quick Blitz, and Barrier Surge, and then head into the forest where...
This is what happens when you go against my wishes.
Holy fuck! So the trick to this fight is to get caught in front of Jimothy as it rolls around the room. Pummel it when it backs up, and then block it if it starts leaping around, because retaliating will flip it, and we can get free hits on it. If it begins the big suck, trademark, we should cartwheel around to the side and attack from there. Be careful if it starts flailing. I didn't block, but you should. And if we need to quick heal, we'll use a D-Link. Once James Jalopy Jimothy Jameson gets jammed, we'll receive an HP increase, a deck capacity increase, and Cinderella lives happily with the prince. For about a year. And then we forge a D-Link with Cinderella and get the Stroke of Midnight Keyblade. This then unlocks the other worlds, and we'll really quick stop by the land of departure. Let's land in the summit, where we can find this fleeting crystal chest on the far end of the room. Then go to the mountain path where there's 2 chests on our right, a shimmering crystal and a high potion. Then down between the tree and the bench is the bind command. And that's all for here. We can stop by the Moogle in the forecourt and buy Cure. Now, let's go meet Snow White, Mannheim, Guerrero, Robinson, Zilberschlag-Sung, Fonzarelli, Micquack, White, and her 7 adoptive gay dads. After you watch Snow White get f***ing murdered, we'll spawn into the cottage clearing. First, we'll run left, past the stump and down the stream, to grab a secret chest containing poison. Then, behind the house, we'll find a chest that's home to Payback Surge. Last, we can run into the cottage itself and rob the dwarves of the action recipe. Then, we'll exit the cottage and run across the small bridge leading to the deep woods. On our forward left is a potion chest. Then, we'll turn right and run up to the chest protected by Unversed. 1 unversed pounding later. We'll collect the ether chest by the rock wall. Now we'll head deeper into the deep woods, deeper than the hole where my will to live should be, #millennial posting. At the other end of the deep woods sits a high potion chest, right by the exit to the flower glade. Then we'll enter said glade and go right and grab the hungry crystal chest. We'll then run across the bridge to the far end of the room and enter the courtyard. Now, we'll grab the chest on top of the little stairs. It contains a fleeting crystal. Fleeting like my dopamine. That's right, ADHD joke. Then we'll drop down and grab a map chest from under the stairs. Then we can jump on the stairs pedestal and use the barrier surge or sliding dash to shoot us onto this wall. Once it recharges, we'll do it again and reach the Fission Fire chest that's sitting on the elevated platform. Then we can drop down to collect the Picnic Basket sticker, insert Yogi Bear joke here. Here's where the sticker goes. Ooh, Ignite, that's hot. Now let's head to the north exit, but first grab the chest just past the arch on our right. It contains a potion. Then we'll move on into the underground waterway. Now let's jump into the water. We'll be aquatic, but we can clear out the whole bottom area to make traversal a little easier if we mess up later. But we should definitely defeat this bruiser on the steps behind the lowest wheel. Once we're ready, we can hit the wheel by the east exit and run through this newly opened gate. We'll go around the wall and up the stairs to the top of this back area, where there will be another wheel, and a chest containing a shimmering crystal. Shimmering like my tears. Now let's wipe our eyes and smack this upper wheel and rush through the next open gate. There is a fleeting crystal chest in this new area, and... dang. Okay. Trying it again. If you missed the gate like I did, we just gotta drop off the waterfall and then run back to wheel 1, strike it, run back to wheel 2, smack it, and then run again to the second gate. Once we're past the second gate, we can leap to this fire chest on a solitary platform next to a small stream and iron bars. Then we'll drop down, run to the east door, and enter into Vault. Then we'll follow the stairs to our left to grab a shimmering crystal chest on the north wall. The big chest further down is a mimic, fight it if you want. Now let's drop down, head west, and run around to the back of this big stone center structure, where we'll find some red hot chili pepper unversed. And some bruisers. Once they're beaten, we'll grab the chest on the south wall. It holds a balloon letter. Then either use Fission Fire Raka or equip fire and use it on this stove thing. It'll bubble up and shoot us up to this higher platform. Be careful not to fall from up here, because there is a chest on the right/south wall that contains magnet. You may also see a sticker way up in the air. We can't get that until we beat Neverland, so let's just take the L, pal. Let's drop down, run to the lower area's south wall, grab this potion chest, ignore the big chest, it's another mimic. Then we can head into the east exit, aka the magic mirror chamber, and Aqua will get sucked, that's with 2 C's, into the magic mirror itself for the boss fight.
Before the magic mirror stands, you who trespassed upon these lands, and soon you will meet my demands. Aqua, you will now catch these hands.
You don't even have hands. How are you going to swing on me with no hands?
It's a figure of speech.
You're a figure of speech.
Magic Mirror is pretty easy. If it encircles us with copies, we need to find the smiling one, and after we dodge the fireballs, let's slide up and smack that smug smirk off its face. Same thing if it does 2 long rows of copies, just find the smiling one. If it gets small, then comes back big and red, we'll just block it when it reaches us. I try to block its ice shots here. I don't know if it works, so maybe just dodge them. Once we beat Cassandra's weird brother,
Moisturize me.
we'll obtain a deck capacity increase and forge a dealing with Snow White, somehow, and collect the treasure trove Keyblade. Now one last thing, after we beat Neverland, we can come back to the vault and grab this bubble sticker from the highest point. Here's where it goes. Okay, let's enchant our dominions in When we land, we'll appear in the Forbidden Mountains, and we can grab the high potion chest seated in the extended point on our back left. We'll then continue up the slope into the gates where, oh, I died. Be careful here. These goons hit hard, especially if you're on critical mode. Once we beat the group of goons, if you will, the ones in the little alcove in front of us, we'll head left and beat the second group of goons, and then we can turn this way, jump onto this rubble, and leap onto this higher platform to grab this sleep chest. Then we'll go back down and run through the doorway into the second half of the gates. Once we beat the 2 group of goons, we can run to the back corner of the room where there's a cure chest seated by some pillars. To the right of that chest is the entrance to Maleficent's throne. And in there, we'll tell Maleficent she's a dumb poopy baby and she'll throw us in her dungeon alongside this twink named Philip. There's also a world map in here too. Then we'll leave the dungeon cell and enter the regular dungeon. Run up the stairs and defeat all the group of goons in this lower section. Now we'll lock onto a single goon on the north upper section, then use Barrier Surge or Sliding Dash to get up to that high platform.
Whee!
Defeat the enemies up here, and then use the Barrier Surge or Sliding Dash again to reach this far chest containing Ice Barrage. Now you see the sticker up there? We will need at least high jump to reach it. For now, let's head down to the southern exit, where we'll be put into a scripted fight with Philip. No dealings here. I find Magnet, Cure, Fission Fire Raka, and Barrier Surge to be particularly helpful. Also Sleep, even though I didn't equip it. And we'll use hit and run tactics, so we don't get humbled. After the last goon gravitates to the ground, we'll gallop through the far doorway, arriving back in Maleficent's throne. There's a Confusion Strike chest up by the throne. Then, when we head out to the west exit, we'll be in another mandatory melee. Same attacks and tactics are helpful, but be aware, to progress we have to aggro the rock-throwing goons, and defeat all group of goons on the ground too. When they're all beaten, Prince Philip, nicknamed Juicy Loopy, will run over to this wall, so we'll run up and press square to shoot up and smash the stones. Then we can prune the goons up top and grab this Wellspring crystal chest. I can't make Wellspring millennial. While we're up here, we'll strike this wheel to open the big gate. The same idea for the second section, aggro the rock throwers and then defeat all the enemies on the lower floor. Then press square with Juicy Loopy to smash the stone. I'll never get over that name. Woo! Once on this second floor, there's 2 chests up some stairs in a circular area. The left one has absolute 0 inside, and the right holds a pulsing crystal. Now, we'll turn right, drop to the lower upper section, and run to this wheel and hit it, completing our mad dash to obtain our freedom. And also high jump. Now let's head down the mountain, on verse fighting optional, and cross into the water side. Just ahead there's an ether chest. Then further down from there's a balloon letter chest. And just before we take the southwest exit into the forest clearing, we'll find a potion chest on the left. Once in the forest clearing, we can run this way and grab the high potion chest on the slight incline. Then we can leap off to the west to grab the flower sticker. Now I set up my deck like this for the upcoming boss fight. And also, don't forget to equip high jump. Also, here's where the sticker goes. Then we'll head on to the bridge to fight Dr. Agon. Remember when you hit on the vines against Dragon Maleficent in Kingdom Hearts 1? Well, it's a lot like that, except this time we'll hang out by her back foot. This completely dodges her flaming fire attack. And this way we won't need any Aqua for. And we can use our long range commands to do damage to her. Also, it should keep us safe from her slams too, and we can acquaint her with our shot lock too. Eventually Dragon May Face will fly into the air, and we need to get close to Prince Juicy Loopy, wait for the square prompt, and then slam onto Maleficent's back. Then we'll spam our commands, and ideally we can knock her to the ground. Then we can get on a bunch of free hits before she gets back up. This is about when I beat her, so if you have to do more, continue with the back leg strat, and do the prompt with Prince Pussy Lips. For our victory, we'll receive an HP increase, and Firestorm command style. Also Fairy Star's Keyblade, and Xehanort's Report 6. Then some space stuff happens, I don't know. Before we move on, let's get that sticker in the dungeon. Land in the dungeon cell, and then go out to the dungeon, and we'll use our Barrier Surge or Sliding Dash Cheese to get to the north upper portion, then again to the south upper portion, stand right here, wait for Barrier Surge to recharge, jump, Barrier Surge, Horus sticker. Here's where it goes. Now we'll get ready to see some shiny flowers in We'll spawn in the not-so-square central square, and we can flip around, run up the slope, turn left, and grab the potion chest by the orange building. Then we'll run to the opposite side, go left, run along the buildings to get the ether chest that's seated in front of the cobblestone foundation houses. Then we'll take the exit by the deep red building that leads to the gardens. Now I went over this room a little bit in Ventus's video, but because of the mandrakes in this room, the Pokemon wannabes, it's very easy to get knocked out by a razor leaf from across the room. So we either need to do our best to avoid those, or rush the mandrakes so they'll leap out of the ground, preventing them from sniping us. And if we die, we will have to re-grab any chests or stickers, so hey, here's an idea. Don't! The first chest is on our forward left, past the group of 4 green goofs. I don't remember what they're called. And just to the left of them, by the 2 trees, is a zero gravity chest. When we reach the far stairs, we'll go up them. Generally, that's what you do with stairs. Then make another left at the top and hustle down the grass path where a strike raid chest sits at the far end against the wall. Then we'll run down the grass lane, back to the zigzag path, take it to the right, where we'll find more mandrakes shooting at us. They're by some trees and a fountain at the other end of the room. Once we beat them, if we continue forward and then a little left, we can find a wellspring crystal chest hidden in the corner. Now let's go up that second set of stairs, turn left, and run to the far wall, where a fleeting crystal chest rests. Then we'll head back to the zigzag path, and turn left to find a small white gate. We'll enter and appear in the front doors, in which there's an immediate chest on our right, holding prenatal vitamins, and then a big chest holding the world map. Then we can head up the stairs, meet some little girl named Kelly, I don't know, I didn't watch the cutscene, then do a scripted fight alongside Montgomery Mouse. It's a fairly easy fight. The enemy order of operations is the Hourglass Unversed first, always, followed by Mandrakes, followed by whatever else you feel like. For our victory, we'll forge a D-Link with Mickleback, and get Destiny's Embrace Keyblade. And then we'll spawn at the top of the stairs. The only thing to get up here is a Mind Square chest on the far west side of the room. Then we can run partially down the stairs, and when we're about even with this sticker, we jump and use a barrier surge or sliding dash to collect the juicy sticker. Oh, juice. It goes here. Hey, this is Future Nick. It actually doesn't. It goes on the stump, so just be aware of that. I'll fix it later. Okay, back to it. When we're ready, we'll head back out to the gardens, see the door got smashed in, and then run to it on the northwest part of the room. Now, it's time for a boss fight. A fully maxed out Bubble Shot Lock or Flame Salvo will demolish this loser. Absolute Zero crushes it too. I do 3 Absolute Zeros, a Barrier Surge, a Fission Fire Aga, a Mind Square, a Blizzard, a couple more hits, a Fission Fire Aga, bada bing bada boom. For our victory, we get an HP increase and the Blade Charge command style. Then we'll get a cutscene.
Then you need to come home.
Nah.
What? Yes.
No, I want to talk about the Barbie movie.
Go home then. Me and Aqua are fighting the darkness. We don't have time for Barbie.
First of all, it's Aqua and I.
But you're Aqua.
Secondly, I've been to the world you've been to, and it's not what Ericus and I would call quote-unquote fighting the darkness.
First of all, it's me and Ericus.
No, it isn't.
I'm leaving.
How are you fed up? I'm the one cleaning up your mess.
Tara, wait, you're
Ventus.
Go home. He called me Ventus?
Then...
Don't touch me. You're not Knub. Then we'll get a pass to Disney Town. Woo, so fun, yay. This is so worth losing lifelong friendships. Woo. Anyhow, we can head out into the Aqueduct. And our first chest is on our forward immediate right in an alcove protected by 2 blue sea salts. It holds a high potion. At the very north end of the small water stream thing, there's 2 chests, a Thundera next to the brown gate, and a block recipe to the right of that. We can also see the donut sticker sitting behind the big blue machine, and if we high jump and attack the air, we'll grab it. Now let's head south and turn left onto the brown graded floor, run down the slope, turn left again, and grab this high potion chest that's seated by the yellow railing. Then we can keep running south, go down, make a right, run through this big open area, and into the doorway, entering the Fountain Court. Okay, get ready for the worst cardinal direction explanation you've ever heard. We're gonna make our way to the west of the 2 highest fountains. Then drop down on its east side and use the geyser to shoot us up, followed by a barrier surge or sliding dash to reach the east highest but not eastest highest fountain. Then we'll drop down to the mostest eastest fountain top, defeat the enemies, and grab the 2 chests here, containing a soothing crystal, soothing my will to live. Wait. And the other chest containing counterblast. Also here's... No. Here. Here is where the donut sticker goes. Then we'll head on to the south exit, entering Castletown. After the cutscene, we can real quick grab this flower sticker in the northeast corner, then go into the house where we can open the big chest for Xehanort's Report 3. Sure. And then read the Winnie the Pooh book, unlocking the honeypot board for us. Now let's head back outside and put the flower sticker here, and then head into the central square where we'll find Vanitas.
Nice to meet your acquaintance, Blue.
That's a terrible pun.
What's your natural hair color? Is it blonde? Mine is.
No, I'm a natural blue.
Well, it looks terrible.
Ugh. I'm going to hit you really hard now.
I'm looking forward to it.
And guess what? Absolute Zero absolutely puts him on ice. If you're struggling, you can use the Ventus tactic of putting him to sleep, which works pretty well too. For our victory, we'll get a deck capacity increase, and then when we leave, we'll get the Drifting Apart trophy. Woo, yeah, so fun. Alright, let's go see Mycopotamus's homeworld. When we land in Disney Town, we'll do literally anything other than helping Horace. I go a weird way, but if we turn right while facing Horace, we'll find a fire hydrant, then a lamp, and then a map chest seated before the blue building. Then if we run across the yellow brick road, I bet that's copyright infringement, and past the popcorn machine, we'll find a potion chest. Then we can continue that direction and attack the mailbox for some confetti. Mazel tov. Now you may notice this sticker in the air. We can't get that until we have double flight, which is after Neverland. Anywho, let's head underground, using the manhole on the east wall. Once we're down in the Gizmo Gallery, on the north side of the west wall is a thunder chest. Then as we continue south, we can fight or skip this mimic, full name Mimicular Manslaughter, and move all the way south to the meter. And grab the second thunder chest. And turn the meter on by zapping it. Once all these contraptions turn on, we can head to the east wall, jump onto the vertical Mickey piston, and leap off that onto this north brick platform, where we'll find a pulsing crystal chest and a mega potion chest. 2 chests sitting on a platform 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Let's leap back to the piston, then onto the giant gears, then onto the happy helper glove, then onto the biggest gear of them all, then bunny hop our way across the 4 north hands, so we can arrive on the high north platform. And after we blast the ass of these unversed, we can grab the Mega Potion chest and the Chaos Crystal chest. Chaos like my mental state. Then we'll drop down, run back to the vertical piston, take it up to the tandem gears, then onto the first glove, then leap south to the other glove. Then take said glove to these rollers, and we can dodge, jump, dip, dive, and dodge to the southeast exit, where we'll find a Hungry Crystal chest. Now let's head into Pete's Rec Room, but there's nothing worth mentioning until we reach the green stairs, where at the top we'll get boxing gloved up into the oversized pinball table. So our goal is to hit, yes, the first green knob, then I get back to that later. If you land on this south platform too, let's run over and grab the Parthenon chest and the Action Recipe chest. Then we'll run back to the pinball area to hit the other 3 green knobs. This one, this one, and this one. Once we have them all and we're at the top of the table, let's make our way to the north red platform with barrier surges and sliding dashes. Then run across to collect the aerial slam chest at the far end. Then we can hop down and land in the newly opened green center area to grab the break time chest, where we can get the Majorette trophy for using it. Then we can bounce ourselves up to the exit hole, then we can grab the Soothing Crystal chest on our left. Let's leave this totally terrible room of trouncing torment and travel to the raceway. Up here is a slot edge chest, but that's it. There's nothing for Aqua across the big gap like there is for Terra or Ventus, except failure. Anyway, I landed right by this abounding crystal chest, so let's grab it. Then let's real quick run across the bridge, down the steps, then under the bridge to collect this Fire chest. Now we can go back up the stairs, cross the bridge, and go to this specific corner. Wait for Barrier Surge to recharge, and then, crazy calabrese, we collected Daisy, which goes here. Now let's head back to Horace and finally help him with the Fruit Ball Court. I give the keys to the kingdom in this video, but basically, if we press triangle on X to shoot normal fruit, while pressing triangle twice for the banana fruit, while using triangle to block our goal, we'll pass with flying colors. And then when we're done, we'll get a balloon letter. And if this is your 3rd playthrough, Minnie will give Aqua the Worst Mom Award. Aqua, you're awful. And we'll receive the Disney Town command board. Later on, we can come back after Neverland when we have double flight to grab this mini sticker in the main plaza. And it goes here. Oh, I waited a long time to get this. Okay, I also got the rhythm mixer for completing the album. Sure, alright. Alright, getting buff in the buff time. Oh, forced fight. You want some tips? Just the tips, pal? Okay. Hit 'em. That's all I got. Also, I grabbed this fireworks sticker mid-fight. For winning, we'll get hit on by Phil. Hey, sweet cheeks, let me eat your ass. Oh, let's go anywhere else. Specifically, we'll go to get this Mega Potion chest on our backwards left. Then the Cura chest up by the gold piggies on the left statue. And the Fire Strike chest by the back step stompers of the other statue. Then we'll head into the vestibule and get this worthless map. Hooray. Then we can put the sticker here. And then we'll talk to Big Ed to start up the little tourney. Important rounds. Round 3 can be tough if the Mimicyclobe Ultras dig underground. Time can expire, which would be no good, so beat him fast. Round 10 is another tough one. There's a lot of jelly shades and not a lot of time, so equipping big AoE attacks ahead of time will really help. For our victory, we'll get an HP increase. Then we'll go back into the vestibule and talk to Philo Sleazy again to fight Zacharuni. Bella's a cakewalk, particularly with the absolute zero shot lock. And we get nothing for winning. Then we'll talk to Pervy Loopy one last time and fight Ice Titan and Hades, where we should use fire attacks on Ice Titan and ice attacks on Hades. Absolute Zero makes quick work of Hades, while fire commands decimate Ice Titan, particularly if you have Fire Wheel, which I did not at this point. For winning, we get the Diamond Dust command style, and then...
Hey, how about one date?
Jesus, is everybody here horny? We'll forge a D-Link with Zack just as a friend, and get the Mark of a Hero Keyblade. Okay, let's go be a space cop. Another forced fight. I used a lot of ice commands and eventually blade charge, which kicked the crap out of all the enemies. And now we're space cops. Let's go, I don't know. Needlessly hassle minorities, I guess. First, we'll grab this ether chest by the save point, then go out the door and grab the balloon letter. Then, we'll head right into the corridors. We'll follow the corridors all the way right until we exit into the Durgeon transporter at the end of the hall. There's a high potion chest by the transporter itself. Then we'll go outside and fight some glide winders for air slide, which is actually useful for Aqua. Then we'll appear back in the Durgeon transporter, and we'll use the transporter itself to teleport to the Turo transporter, where we'll get the map chest by the transporter. The cardinal directions are A, C, A again, and B, but so it won't be confusing, we'll just change it to N, E, S, W. I don't know. Then we'll head to the south exit and have yet another forced fight, but this time with Stitch to help us, which prevents D-Links. However, we can team up with Stitch every now and again, and throw him around like a ball with the square button, but it might not happen. Otherwise, Absolute Zero is great, as is the Blade Charge command style. For winning, we'll get an HP increase. Aqua will question if they're the good guys, spoiler alert, they're not, and we'll appear in the control room, and this time we'll take the east door. Once in the ship hub, we'll first drop down and run to the right, where we'll find a fire surge chest. Then we can turn off the gravity from the console, then jump onto the platform we came from, then up to the next one on the east curve, and we'll continue jumping up while following the curve counterclockwise until we reach the higher gravity console. Then we can jump to the middle of the room and grab the UFO sticker floating there. Then we'll air slide back, turn on the gravity, and jump to the east platform. And get the Prism Rain chest once it gently floats down. Then we'll turn the gravity off again, jump up 2 floors to the highest floor, and take the east door to the launch deck. And now we'll go toe to elephant toe with Gantu. Stitch is helping us again, and may use their ball attack, but maybe not. Absolute Zero is of course great. I made an oopsie and switched to Prism Rain. So don't do that. But if you did, like I did, we can just use commands and eventually Gantu will become dead to. Gant was gone to. Yeah. And then we'll forge a D-Link with Stitch and get the Hyperdrive Keyblade and unlock the Deep Space Command Board. Now let's real quick re-land in the Turo Transporter, because we did miss a few chests while being a cop. And we'll also place this sticker. Ooh, stop barrier, nice. We'll enter the Turo prison cell, and after we clear out the floor of Unversed, we can start clearing out the cells. Get ready for the worst explanations ever. Okay, we'll take this west elevator, then jump left here to this one that's not moving, then wait for the north elevator to come down, jump on it, and open the cell, and go in for an abounding crystal. Abounding like my will to live, wholesome, aha! And then if the elevator leaves, we'll wait for it to come back, then ride it up, then jump to the next north elevator, open the cell, and grab the blitz chest. Then we'll fire surge to the east side of the room, and open this cell to grab the chest containing teleport, the trash command that's trash. We'll then jump and air dash south, then do it again. Do it again. Then at the southeast east platform, we'll open the cell to grab a mega potion chest. And then we'll wait for the middle elevator to come down, jump to it, jump to the one north of it that goes even higher. Then use the one at its peak to leap to the south one here. Open the cell and grab the Dale sticker. Not that Dale. Now we'll get out of here and also place the Dale sticker. Woo! We did it. Okay, let's go through the Turo Transporter to Durgeon Transporter to Ship Exterior, then to Launch Deck. Then we'll run past this unversed mission and grab the chest on our east, containing a Hungry Crystal. Awful Duran Duran in here. Then we'll knock open the north chest containing a Mega Ether. Don't forget we can fight the White Menace, and this is the only place where we can. Then we'll turn the gravity off, get the Zero Gravira chest at the highest east platform, drop down, turn the gravity back on, then we'll jump up the purple blocks into the Machinery Bay access, and grab the Mega Attack Recipe chest along the wall. Now let's finally learn how to double jump in So when we spawn in, we can run forward to the drum and use it to reach the top of the totem pole, sort of. Let's change to Diamond Dust Command style first and then attack the pole so that we can hit the top of it, collecting us a Thundaga. Then we'll head on to the gully and immediately grab the map chest. Oh my god, it's at the start of the world. That's insane. Now let's grab the Mega Potion chest on the east wall of the room. Then we'll take the north exit into the jungle clearing. Beat the enemies if we want, and then not be able to reach this sticker. So close, just missed it.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Instead, we'll go for the north chest containing a high potion. Then we'll go inside Peter's hideout, and in the south alcove is 2 chests containing Mind Shield and Elixir respectively. Then we'll leave, and take the north exit to Mermaid Lagoon. And after the cutscene, we can run and jump onto the rocks in the water, then to this specific one, so we can air slide over to grab this rainbow sticker. Then we can make our way to the east rock to grab this elixir chest. Then to the alcove north of that, where we can grab Fire-Raga Burst. Now we can take the southwest exit, leading us to this long hallway with a dumb name, so I don't care. There's a chest on our immediate right holding a high potion, and the next chest isn't until the far west side of the room. West? Yeah, west. The chest sits left of this lightish red boulder fork, and it holds an ether. Now let's take the north exit into Rainbow Bottom, that's what they used to call me in college, and then when the cutscene ends, we can run over to this stream, jump onto this rock jutting out of it, and grab the Pantera chest at the west end of it. Now if we go a little north of this pixie dust ball, we'll find another chest around the corner containing a fleeting crystal. Now let's finally put that sticker from before where it goes. And as a quick adjustment, the potion or maybe honey sticker actually goes on the stump, which, I really should have mentioned prior to this. Hang on, time paradox time. Okay, fixing that will get us the full 91 points that we can have at this moment. Now, let's take the pixie dust up 4 times and enter the Rainbow Falls Ascent, aka Rainbow Top. This is going to be a little tough to describe, but I'll try my best. It's a dominant gay. Oh, that wasn't so hard. I mean, usually they're pretty hard, but whatever. Okay, for real. Let's run ahead, and after we beat this mandrake, we'll jump up the cliffside 3 times to find a flood on the north platform. Then we can run to the end of it, and use the pixie dust to shoot us up to a higher platform. Then another pixie dust to bless us up again. We'll land right by a chest, left by it if you want to get technical. It contains a Fire-Raga, and it's guarded by a yellow mustard. We'll do our best to beat it without falling off. Now, let's keep going up and west until we hit another pixie dust ball. We'll use this one to shoot us to the waterfall rock. Then we'll jump off an air slide to grab the chip sticker and try to drop back on the pixie dust ball below us. But if you miss like I did, we can just air slide our way back to one of the earlier pixie balls and work our way back up. Once we're back, we'll actually land on that pixie ball to be rocketed to another cliff, with a flood and a chest. This chest contains Time Splicer. Now I air slide my way back to the start of the room, fight these floods and cluster, then jump over the pixie ball to the small rock, then I hit the next pixie dust, but we'll actually want to drop to this lowest platform where we'll find a Chaos Crystal chest, then a Thundaga chest just west of that. Now we'll jump up to the next platform, use the pixie ball, and then jump and air slide west, then use its pixie ball. And then we'll find a wild bruiser all by its lonesome. We can fight it if we want, or just jump on the pixie ball dust behind it. And the one after that. And the one after that. So many balls, so little time. Once we're at the highest point, we can set the chip sticker in the album. And then run on to the Rainbow Falls crest. I guess that'd make this one the top, huh? Well, I mean, you can't have two tops as long as there's a bottom. Okay. The last chest here will be on our left, containing a Mega Ether. Now we can loop around to the northeast exit, returning us to the gully. After the cutscene, we'll get double flight, fucking finally, then we can equip it. And run into the jungle clearing to grab that sticker that we couldn't reach before. Ah, it's another fireworks sticker. We'll also place that fireworks sticker. Then set our deck like this for the boss fight. Then we'll run back to the gully, take the east exit, and then there'll be a cutscene.
Hey Blue, let me ask, did you dye your hair blue because your name is Aqua?
Did I? What? No, I told you, it's naturally blue.
And like I told you, I'm naturally blonde.
I don't care. Let's just f***ing fight already.
So a quick word about the Fire-Raga Burst. It does a lot of damage, but it can also leave us wide open for attacks. So we'll need to be cautious when using it. And we gotta make sure to cartwheel like crazy when Vanitas dives into the ground. And outside of well-timed blocks, dodges, and cures, you could maybe get the second chance or once more ability. Link for that video when it's done. When Vanitas is defeatus, we'll get the HP increases, and the Ghost Drive Command Stylus, and we'll get woken up by Peter Pan, who gives us a D-Link and the Pixie Petal Keyblade. After a few more cutscenes, we'll get the Stormfall Keyblade and the Hopeful Hearts Trophy. Unlock the Neverland, or Skull Command Board, and appear outside of Destiny Islands. Now remember, we can go back for the Disneytown sticker in the main plaza, and the Bubble sticker in the Vault of Dwarf Woodlands. And I think those are the only two left outside of the Keyblade Graveyard in our next chapter, so let's solve a mystery and rewrite history in... DuckTales, woo! Every day's a place we're at, it's done. After the cutscene, we'll appear in front of the front doors, make a right to grab the Mega Elixir chest, then we'll sprint to the opposite side of the room to grab this Shimmering Crystal chest. Then, unversed? In this part of the country, at this time of day, localized entirely within this field. Yes. Once they're beaten, we can run down to the edge of the grass, opposite the tower itself, for the Magnega chest. And once inside the tower, we can grab the chest under the stairs, containing a Mega Magic recipe. And before we head upstairs, we should be sure to double flight up to grab the Donald sticker, just here by the door. And then we'll place it here. But collecting Deep Freeze, but Donald really goes here. And when ready, run up the stairs for the rest of the cutscenes. Then we'll forge a D-Link with Dingle and Goobus and get Xehanort's Report 4. And now it's time for the final world. Like the last world in the game, not the weird water one. Firstly, we'll do the old flip it and reverse it to grab this Mega Potion chest. God, I'm old. Then run to the far end of the crater area, where there's an elixir chest sitting by itself. Then we'll turn around, make a right out of the crater, and follow the old town road to the big chest at the end. Then double flight up to the flower sticker floating above it. Then we'll open the chest for the world map. And place the sticker. Now we'll enter Twister Trench. And we're going to make our way to the west side of the room, but specifically the west side of the pillar sitting in the center, where we'll find an Aroga chest. Wow, that's really kind of the tornado to wait. Then we'll loop around to the north side of the pillar, where there's a Mega Ether and another very polite tornado. You good? You got what you need?
Yeah, yep, I think I'm all set here.
Oh, good. Now we'll... hang on. Okay, now let's grab this Mega Elixir chest on the west wall, near the northwest exit. Then let's finish off the last tornado, not like that, and grab the Mega Potion chest that's seated behind it. Well, let's head into the fissure and grab the final sticker. It's a bubble sticker in front of the entrance to the final boss that we need to double flight up to. And if you recall, I actually finished mine in an earlier world, but here's what the book looks like completed. Now, as I've said in the Tudis and Buddhis videos, I come back here at level 60, with just about as much done as I can, excluding the secret bosses, including completing the Mirage Arena and the commands and the abilities and so on and so forth. My tips for the final boss may not be as helpful for someone who's doing it right at this moment. Case in point, other shot locks sort of work, but he teleports a lot, so I mean, surge commands, probably. Lightning Rain Absolute Zero shot lock, or just bust his ass at level 60, I don't know. We get an HP increase for beating him, then we'll move on to...
I told you I was a natural blonde.
Give Vin his body back, you freak!
It was never his body, Blue. He was just the delivery boy.
I'm done. If you won't give Vin his body back, then I'll make you.
I'll help, Aqua. Let me give you a hand. It's our job to take him down.
Yeah, I could really use a hand job.
What?
No, that was not what I meant.
We barely know each other, Blue. So, I don't know about a hand job, but I bet I can blow you away.
Your puns are so stupid.
Now, okay, so, of course, Vantas isn't hard when we're overpowered, but, I mean, we'll have the same loadout as we did with Brig. I just... Light Bloom Shotlock is just too good, y'all. Go get it from the Mirage Arena. It's the Keepers of Arena mission specifically. Once Vagabond is beaten, we'll get a cutscene, then Xenos Report 7. And you may get the Trophy Profiler. Now, in my guides, I have skipped one report, and it's the Terror Report from the Mirage Arena, so that will be covered in that video. And once we get to the end of the game menu, we will get the trophy, the Seeker. And if this is your final character story, you'll unlock the final episode. Now, I do recommend doing it really quickly because it unlocks 3 things. 2 secret bosses, the Vanitas Remnant, and Mysterious Figure for all 3 characters. And it also unlocks the secret episode, if you followed the criteria I laid out in the beginning. Now, I usually end these with potential Trinity Archive trophies you could have, but basically by your 3rd character playthrough, you should have these 4 without even trying. And the remaining ones will be gone over in the future, I promise. Thanks so much for watching. It'd mean a ton if you liked or subscribed. You can also find me on Instagram or my Discord server. And if you want to be a patron, I have a $1, $3, and $5 tier at patreon.com/NickMcSlighton. And shout out to Cyber Nebula for providing her voice for Aqua. Feel free to check out her channel, and yeah, goodbye!